All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Thursday, the 4th of September, set today by Brummy. First, let's have the cryptic clue of the day. Yesterday, introducing Groucho and Zeppo performing alongside Chico Harpo, duck soup. Well, the definition was soup, and the answer was gazpacho. I remember the first time I was ever served gazpacho and being very ignorant. I'm wondering, why are they giving me cold soup? Anyway, you had to take the first letters introducing from Groucho through Harpo and then add an O for a duck to give you the soup. And of course, the surface reading is factually incorrect. I think duck soup might have been the fourth or fifth Marx Brothers film. Anyway, well done to Mike. That didn't baffle him. All right, today, consequence of certain arrangement left unfulfilled. 6 letters. Consequence of certain arrangement left unfulfilled. 6 letters. The fifth is L. This one is a little trickier. All right, let's see what our friend from Birmingham has. Shag piles, end braids damaged? Question mark. Ooh, piles end, I think, is an E. And then I think if we put that with braids, we get our 7 letters. I think damaged is the anagram indicator. Oh dear, the definition is shag. It's going to be a Paul meaning of shag. Oh, there is a bird called a shag. E and we do have bird. Ah, it's a seabird. I'd forgotten that, but I think that's right. All right, good start. How about drinker's snack? Oh, I presume a double definition. Unless it's a cryptic definition. But I'm thinking a drinker, and then what's a 6-letter snack beginning with S? Not seeing it. Dignified gold rush. Ooh, I'm thinking gold is usually OR from heraldry or AU, the chemical symbol. I'm thinking dignified might be, august. And I suppose a rush of air is the same as a gust of air. That's a tricky synonym for Brummy to use. Very high region, spreading poison at present. Is the definition going to be very high? Or is it going to be at present? Very high. I mean, high, like drunk, could be an anagram indicator. But the very high makes me think it is going to be a very high region like the Himalayas. Spreading, though, could be an anagram indicator. Poison at present. Yeah, I don't get that. Staff around the church rejected ornamentation. All right, I want it to be decor, and I was thinking a staff might be a rod. Rod goes around Church of England, CE, and all of that is rejected or reversed. All right, let's try 5 cross. Second middling mark, given to female, weight, setback, movement. Where's the definition there? It might be second, as in to support. I'm thinking the middling mark could be a C or a D. Given to female could be F, or it could be she, or it could be a girl's name. Then weight set back. Maybe we reverse a weight, like ton becomes NOT. But then, oh, movement, then we anagram all of that. I don't know. I'm finding that all very complicated. Possibly unable to feel stupid. Oh no, I'm able to feel stupid. 9 letters. Oh, I'm wondering, possibly unable to feel like on something, but are insensitive, stupid. Oh, there is, yeah, I'm trying to think a word like insensible when you've been maybe punched, a boxer. Yeah, but I'm not quite getting it. All right, we have to see 24. A Western cemetery stall in a bad way. Ooh, could it be a Western? I was just listening to something about high noon the other day, but cemetery more like a tombstone. Cemetery stall in a bad way, maybe an anagram. Yeah, I'd love it to be high noon, but maybe it's in a bad way is the definition. Western might simply be W. No. Cemetery stall. Oh, I was going to say Western reading right to left, but this is a down clue, so I don't think that's it. Fell back on showing electronic circuits in color. I wonder if it's fell back on. And, oh, what are electronic circuits? I think ICs, integrated circuits. And we put those inside a color. Could be in a 5-letter color. If it's ICs, what's another abbreviation for electronic circuits? And then the color green fell back on. Oh, if that is the definition, maybe it's a color ending in ED. I don't see it. Tailor of tuxedo defeated by craft. Oh, I'd like if we tailor our anagram of tuxedo. Ah, yes, that's a great one. Outfoxed, defeated by someone who is crafty. I like that a lot. All right, that means our movement ends in O. No, I don't see it. Idolatrous. Oh, I'm thinking pagan. Virtuoso player, not popular one. Well, the virtuoso player, I think, is going to be Paganini. And we remove in for popular, and one is I to leave the pagan. Dinner date might be so if electricity's lacking. That's a great clue. I'm thinking a dinner date might be candlelit, and especially if there's no electricity. I think this might just be a cryptic definition. I think that's what's going on. Star, eyes rolling, appearing in blockbuster early Chaplin film. Oh, I think it is going to be an early Chaplin film. I think we have to anagram stars, star eyes. I think that's going to roll or be anagrammed. And it's going to appear in a blockbuster, but we only have two letters left over for the blockbuster. Could that be our old friend E.T.? East. I can't think of a Chaplin film that begins East. Trying to think of early Chaplin. Now my mind is going blank. My drinkers. Oh, someone who's drinking might be supping, and so supper. Yeah, this must be East. It's not Easy Rider anyway. East. Oh, maybe it is easy because we do have a Y. Oh, Charlie Chaplin. Could it be Geraldine Chaplin? Oh, that would be very sneaky. Yeah, but no, I don't think that's. I don't think it's. It was Easy Rider, right? Not Easy Riders. I'm gonna have to come back to that. Mate works both ways. Both ways suggests it's a palindrome. And work. OP? Is it? Oppo? How is Oppo? I don't know how Oppo is mate. Yeah, that may not be right. I know in politics they talk about opposition research being Oppo research. Well, then my fell back. Ooh, how about relapsed? I do like that. And oh, the color is just red. And then electronic. Oh, all right. The red or the E from red is that last one. Electronic is E, and circuits, you might run or swim or laps. So very tricky again. I like it. All right. So I think Oppo, if it is, if I'm reading it, whoops, correctly as a palindrome, must be Oppo. That's not a slang that I know. It was a mate on board a ship, or me mate has fallen in the river, like the old joke. Second. Oh, is it a movement like in a symphony, not allegro? Something. No, I don't get it. All right. No, we don't have any letters for that, although looks interesting. How about Doctor says 3 cracks to reveal guard's question? Oh, well, a guard's question would be who goes there. Yeah, and I think the Doctor is Doctor Who. Um, oops. Yeah, I think says is goes. Yes, oh, and then he goes, yes, I do, meaning he says, and then 3 cracks an anagram of 3. That's very clever. All right, let's look at maybe Jagger and Mothers performing Carver. Maybe Jagger. Oh, he's a stone. And Mother. Oh, mothers is MAS. Performing is on. And a stonemason would be a carver. One of my favorite Simpsons episodes is where Homer joins the stonemasons. That's regards, pathetic steering group leader. Ooh, well, I was just thinking sending someone your regards, you might send your greetings, even spelled correctly. So pathetic is telling us to anagram steering plus the leading letter of group. All right. Assembly overseers such as Sheraton and Chippendale. Well, I don't recognize Sheraton other than as a hotel chain, but Chippendale, certainly furniture makers. Oh, I was wondering if it might be something to do with cabinets. Is it people in a factory who oversee assembly? Or maybe from school? Yeah, I'm wondering if in public schools in England you have overseers of assembly. Yeah, they always used to baffle me reading English, like Enid Blyton books about the different things at English schools, very different from the Christian Brothers in Dublin. Such as Sheraton and Chippendale. No. How about bite lip? That's a great one. It must be a double definition. I'm thinking lip is in the sense of backtalk, but I can't think of another or a four-letter word for backtalk. Cheek, of course. No, how about Spike needs gravy for pot? I think pot must be the definition. And we're going to have a word for spike and then a gravy. I don't see that. Trouble breaking into run and circling plane. No. Clubs with oriental rooms. I don't get that. I'm just wondering about playing cards, clubs, suits. Oriental, of course, very old-fashioned term nowadays. Oriental rooms. No. Lands, Maine, Ohio, Florida, etc. I'm just thinking about lands of the landed gentry might be estates, and we do have a list of 3 states. But why states? Oh, I think because they're all on the East Coast. Well, Ohio is not on the East Coast, but it is in, I suppose, the eastern half of the US. I'm pretty sure that's right. Star depressed when nighttime approaches. I think it might be a word for when nighttime approaches, like evening, sundown. Sundown, of course, sun depressed. Oh my goodness. So easy. Bloke had to crack cryptic clues list. Ooh, cryptic on its own can be an anagram indicator, but oh yeah, I wonder if it is a list and a word for bloke, which just might be man or chap, Oh, it'll have to be 3 letters to go inside an anagram of clues for a list. Oh, list can mean to lean, not just a list of things. No, don't see it. Talk big, Jupiter say. Well, Jupiter is a movement of the planets, which I didn't get the other day. Talk big, Jupiter say. Well, of course, it's also Jupiter was a god. I'm thinking the straight definition is talk big, something boast. Nah, don't get it. Blue, as one might say, on venturing inside without date. Oh, I think it's indigo-ish. I was thinking of a shade of blue ending in O. And I think, yes, if you are going inside, you might say in I go. And that is without or on the outside of D for date. Yeah, that without meaning outside is very tricky for newcomers to these cryptic crosswords. Wife put on very kinky negligee top. Fantastic beast. Oh, oh my goodness. Is this the third day in this is getting scary. I think it's either 3 days in a row or 3 days out of the last 4 or 5 where a word that is clued in the Guardian is one that I gave as my cryptic clue of the day. And we just had wyvern as a dragon. So wife goes on, very kinky is an anagram of very, and then the top letter of negligee. It's funny how, differently people, of course, these are experts here, and this is a great clue, great surface reading. I think mine was a little more straightforward. And that is, especially because wyvern is such a strange word. Wow, I can't believe that. Anyway, moving on. Prestige gained by awkward type with nation's backing. Oh, I'm thinking it's prestige. I was thinking of status, but what's another word for prestige ending in S? And is it going to be an anagram of type? With, I would have thought nation's backing would be the last letter of nation, but it could be sneakily the apostrophe S. We have to take that final S. No, I think it might be a charade of an awkward type. I can't think of a word. And then maybe the nation is US, prestige. Oh, I should know that, but I'm not thinking of it. All right, here's my, okay, so it's not high noon. Cemetery stall in a bad way. Left something. No, I don't get it. All right, I think I've looked at everything once. Not a great first pass. Let's try this 3 down. Very high. Region spreading. Poison at present. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm wondering if at present, of course, the obvious synonym is now, but could it be here? What's the start of the word? I mean, is it going to be an anagram of region, region spreading, ionosphere? Oh, very high region would be an ionosphere, yeah. It is ion, or is it asphere? Well, let's try with an O. Um, I have a feeling this might be a an and lit clue where the wordplay, yeah, also describes the answer. So let's see, region spreading. Oh no, we don't have a G, so it's not an anagram. So very high region then is the definition. Spreading poison. I don't get that. I'm going to leave it in, but and I'm not 100% sure on my spelling. All right, what's my... Oh, was there a Chaplin film called Easy Street? Because that would all go inside of E.T., and I think it will be an anagram of Star Eyes. Yeah, I don't think I know that one. All right, possibly unable to feel stupid. Again, I'm a little befuddled by the position of the N. I was expecting on or in. I mean, it could be on and then another N, but then having something E like on. Yeah. I'm assuming candlelit is right. I think it is. Oh, oh, the pot, of course, could be in a card game. There's something money. Is gravy a slang term for money? I think it might be. What's spike? Oh, I think a spike might be a stake. I mean, they're two very similar words, but I think, yeah, in terms of poker, I think that's probably right. Oh, kudos, of course. So awkward type with nations backing. Oh, I think an awkward type is a sod. Now, I don't know about a sod being an awkward type. Anyway, the nation is UK and all of that is backed up. All right, my clubs. Ooh, yeah, clubs is a suit. And then Oriental Eastern, E, and rooms might be a suite. Very good. That was trouble breaking into run, end, circling, plane. Ooh, could plane be the definition? I'm thinking like unadorned, maybe? Ooh, I do like that because of ado being trouble. And then R for run, I suppose. Oh, and then I think no, I think it's ado goes into run end. Those 6 letters circling are being anagrammed. All right, happy with that. All right, ooh, a Western cemetery is the definition. Boot Hill. Ah, all right. So stall in a bad way. I don't get that. I don't know if stall is something to do with don't you have car boot sales in Britain? And so a boot might be a stall, but I don't get. Yeah, and it's not an anagram of stall in a bad way. In a bad way could be an anagram, but indicator, but yeah, I don't get that one either. So we'll write it down and check at 15 squared. All right, so either second, yeah, with the H now, that's very, very limiting. Or is it a movement? Oh, could it be a back movement? Something to do with chiropractors. Let me pause, sip my water, and think about that. It is a movement, and I just listened to one of these scherzos this morning, Mahler's 10th Symphony. So second is S, middling mark is C. The female is her, not she. I was trying to make she work. And then the weight is an ounce, OZ set back. And the movement is the scherzo. All right. Ooh, so it's not on or in, possibly unable to feel stupid. What is that? Sentient. Oh, there's the word senescent. Now let's try and get our furniture assembly overseers. I presume it's going to end in S, such as Sheraton. How could assembly be telling us to anagram overseers? Oh, and is it the other Chippendales? Of course, think of the famous Saturday Night Live sketch with, oh my goodness, what was the name of that actor, comedian? Chris Farley, trying out. Oh, how about chair? Of course. So obvious. People overseeing meetings, chairpersons, and I suppose Sheraton was another furniture maker. All right, here's our bloke. Had to crack. Cryptic. All right, it is still looking like an anagram of clues. And it's going to mean, oh, how about a schedule? Or schedule. I've been so long in America that I've forgotten which is the right way to say schedule. Anyway, so we have our clues. Oh, bloke had, that had is very important. So he had, or he'd, H-E-D, goes in the middle of it. Very good. All right, this is our talk big Jupiter say. Oh, Jupiter must be a gas giant. And to talk is to gas, and big is giant. All right, bite, lip, ooh, ergo, eggs, eggy. I'm confident in the E and the G. Yeah, no idea what that is. Let me pause and ponder. Oh, okay, I only had to get as far as D and thought of edge. Yeah, if something has some bite, it might have edge. And the lip of a cup would be the edge of the cup. All right, that S. Oh, unable to feel without sensation, senseless. And something that is stupid is senseless. All right, I don't think that was too terribly difficult. Oh, we had an X and a Z, W and Y, K. Did we? I'm not seeing the Q, but I'm not the best at spotting things. Well, let's check all. All right, looks like everything stayed put. Let's take a quick peek over at 15 squared. All right, the blog today by S.C. Chua. Thank you to Brummy. There's a picture of a shag. Very nice. I think I followed all of that. Yeah, candlelit was just a cryptic definition. And yeah, Easy Street, I presume that's a still from Easy Street. Okay. Well, it doesn't say why Oppo is mate, but hopefully there'll be some discussion in the comments. All right. I think I got all the rest of the acrosses. Then in the downs, spreading poison plus here. If you're present, that's why here is present. Yes, of course. All right, and then let's see. There's that funny again. I just can't believe we're using the same words. I know they're not copying me because they prepare these far in advance. All right. Oh, booth, of course, and ill. I just wasn't breaking it in the right way. That's very clever. Another welcome treat. Why sheriff as female? Boot Hill referring to this. Oh, spaghetti western. No, I don't. Well, maybe. But still looking for someone talking about Oppo. Let me pause and look for that. Okay, here we go. Shan says an Oppo is your work colleague in army forces circles. So it's a military term. Someone else never heard of it. Yeah, so I'm glad I'm not the only one who didn't know about Oppo. Anyway, I did enjoy that. I thought there were some very good surface readings. All right, thanks as always for watching and have a wonderful day.